Seat Ibiza has been given a facelift for 2016, and although the exterior makeover seems subtle enough with no major changes to the shape of the car, there have been several improvements made under the skin, including a new engine lineup and a raft of new technology features that are sure to please in a market gone connectivity mad. Another market pleaser will be the introduction of some new personalisation options. Now, you might have noticed the not so subtle flashes of red on this one, and now you'll be able to choose your own contrasting colour pack for your wheels, wing mirrors and front grille. You'll be able to add your own touch to the interior as well, and as you can see, our red theme continues in here, with pops of colour around the air vents, steering wheel and even the seat belts. The layout of the interior in general has improved too. It's a lot tidier, the materials used are better quality, and although it's still probably not quite as upmarket as a Polo, I think it's a bit more vibrant and a bit more interesting to sit into. Seat have always represented the sportier end of the VW group, and this cabin definitely reflects that. Then on that new technology front, you've got a much improved touchscreen media system, particularly the positioning of it. It's now built into the centre console, whereas the old Seat touch system used to sit on top of the dash, which was cool in that you could remove it, but not so good for visibility on a sunny day. So I think they've made a wise decision in putting it back down here. It's the same as the one used in most Volkswagen Group cabins lately, and without a doubt one of the best in the market when it comes to ease of use and responsiveness. And it can now be equipped with Seat's full link system, including Apple's CarPlay and Android Auto, which will allow you to access your smartphone apps on the screen. The good news is that touchscreen is now a standard feature across the entire range. The trim levels are divided into S, SE, Sport and FR. So the S model, along with that touchscreen, gets heated electric windows and mirrors and starts at $13,595. The SE then adds 15-inch alloy wheels, the Smart Connect pack, front fogs and a multifunction steering wheel for an extra €1,500. The Sport gets an electronic pack, upgraded styling and LEDs. Then this top spec FR model gets all of that, plus more safety features, additional storage, bi-xenon headlamps and of course the sportier styling and FR badging. Now the FR range starts at under €19,000, but this one comes with a few optional extras like the red styling pack and CarPlay, and so will come in at about $20,500 on the road. On the practical side, it's got your typical small hatch dimensions, so space is more or less what you'd expect in this segment. There's plenty of room in the front, and while there are 3 seatbelts in the back, like all Super Minis, it's not really intended to carry 3 adults on more than a very short trip. 2 will fit quite comfortably though, as will children and their car seats, and there's ISOFIX fittings to secure those with. It's got all the other usual safety gear too, and got the full 5 stars on the NCAP when it was last tested in 2011. New this year though is the availability of some new features like the LED daytime running lights, hill start assist and a tiredness warning system, which will remind you to take a break when you've been driving too long. The boot space then is as good as it always was, near the top of the class at 292 litres. These 2 well-placed centre cup holders pass the Cars Ireland coffee mug test, and the door bins are wide enough to hold a large bottle of water. There's not much of a glove box to speak of, but there is a handy compartment under the centre console to stash your phone. Now you can't see it when it's in there, but from a safety point of view that's probably a good thing. If I had to nitpick, the one thing that's bothered me this week is this armrest. It's placed just a little bit too high so that it interferes when you're changing gears, so I've just left it upright most of the time, which seems a bit of a shame. It's a nice idea, but probably best off left in the automatic. This is the 1.2 litre TSI, which is one of my favourite engines and just perfect for a car of this size. It's quiet and smooth but nippy, and it just offers this really effortless but really enjoyable drive. Now it's only 90 brake horsepower, so despite the FR badging and the red styling pack making it look like a high performance car, it's not, which is becoming a bit of a trend across the market at the moment, and I have to say I quite like it because you get the great sporty looks of a hot hatch without the massive fuel bill. This one has been impressively light on fuel so far. It took me from Dublin to Kerry on less than half a tank, and the trip computer tells me that my average fuel economy is 42 miles to the gallon, which isn't quite the 57 that they claim, but for real world driving isn't bad. The rule of thumb seems to be to knock about 30% off what they claim, so they're actually doing better than most here. You can also get a higher powered 1.2 TSI with 110 HP, or if you're just going to be pottering about town, there's a 1 litre 3-cylinder NPI, which is also used in the Me. The diesel option then is the 1.4 litre TDI. There's an estate version available in the ST model, as well as a 2-door SC and then the high performance Cupra. So there's a nice bit of choice there for lots of different lifestyles. For me, the Ibiza is everything a Super Mini should be. It's sporty, it's fun, it's cheap to run, and with its VW underpinnings is very reliable too. It was good before the facelift, it's better now, and the new engine lineup and connectivity options should put it right back in the game in what's a very exciting small hatch market at the moment. To see the Ibiza for yourself, you can find your local Seat dealer and now even book yourself a test drive on CarsIreland.ie.